Phantom Blade Zero has taken the gaming world by storm ever since its jaw-dropping reveal. With its fast-paced combat, stunning visuals, and a mysterious, lore-rich world, it's shaping up to be one of the most anticipated action RPGs in recent memory. If you're hyped about this game or just hearing about it for the first time, here's everything you need to know about Phantom Blade Zero. Phantom Blade Zero is an upcoming action RPG developed by S-Game. The game blends elements of classic Chinese martial arts with a dark, fantasy-inspired world. It takes heavy inspiration from the wuxia and xianxia genres, famous for their gravity-defying sword fights and deep philosophical themes. The gameplay is described as a mix between Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Devil May Cry, and classic kung fu movies, making for an incredibly fluid and stylish combat system. Phantom Blade Zero takes place in a bleak, semi-open world filled with secrets, warring factions, and supernatural forces. The story follows a warrior named Soul, who has been mortally wounded and given only 66 days to live. To survive and uncover the truth behind his betrayal, Soul must battle through countless enemies and unearth the mysteries of the Phantom world. The world itself is inspired by ancient Chinese aesthetics, but has a gritty gothic twist. Players will explore cursed villages, misty bamboo forests, towering pagodas, and eerie dungeons filled with demonic enemies. From what we've seen in the trailers, Phantom Blade Zero features lightning-fast combat with a focus on precision, dodging, and chaining combos. Some key gameplay features include dynamic swordplay, where players will execute acrobatic high-speed sword techniques inspired by traditional Chinese martial arts. There is also a strong emphasis on parrying and dodging, similar to Sekiro, where precise timing allows players to parry enemy attacks and counter swiftly. Beyond just weapons, the protagonist can unleash devastating supernatural powers and blend seamlessly into combat. The game also promises challenging boss battles against grotesque and highly detailed enemies, each requiring unique strategies to defeat. The game's fluidity is a standout feature, with animations flowing effortlessly from attack to attack, creating an experience that feels like playing a choreographed kung fu movie in real time. This combination of intense combat and fluid movement is a key part of what makes the gameplay so exciting. Instead of cautiously dodging and waiting for the right moment to strike, Phantom Blade Zero arms players with an array of dynamic tools. A variety of combos, weapon swaps, projectiles, environmental interactions, and special attacks ensure that every encounter can be handled with finesse and aggression. While Soul, the game's protagonist, is far more powerful than expected, the journey ahead is anything but easy. Even with an extensive moveset, recklessness is swiftly punished, often leading to a quick defeat. Though death may not have occurred during this preview, several encounters came dangerously close, only narrowly avoided through quick reflexes and well-timed dodges. While unleashing devastating attacks and feeling like an unstoppable force was exhilarating, what truly made Phantom Blade Zero stand out was its emphasis on parrying and timed evasion. This mechanic evoked a strong sense of nostalgia for Sekiro, though it wasn't nearly as precise. Instead, it offered a satisfying, simple execution that encouraged an aggressive playstyle, perfectly complementing the game's fast-paced, combo-driven combat. Mastering encounters and seamlessly transitioning between weapons created a ballet-like flow, allowing for effortless domination of the early combat arenas against basic grunts. The preview quickly escalated into an intense boss rush, pitting players against several formidable enemies with little context. Even without a clear understanding of the in-game motivations behind each battle, this section of Phantom Blade Zero was a thrilling showcase of the combat system's depth. The mechanics interlock seamlessly, demonstrating their full potential. The preview's final boss, a warrior named Huang Jing, wielding a unique, heavy weapon attached to a chain, delivering a memorable and formidable challenge. Phantom Blade Zero boasts an incredibly detailed and stylized art direction. It blends the beauty of traditional Chinese ink paintings with modern high-resolution 3D graphics. The result is an immersive world that feels both historical and supernatural, reminiscent of movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and games like Ghost of Tsushima. The animations in particular have impressed fans with seamless, realistic motion capture that enhances the feeling of weight and speed in combat. What wasn't in the demo, though, was any level design. Dropping directly into combat areas and bosses meant there was no space to look around and figure out the structure between fights. While Phantom Blade Zero absolutely nails its controls and the fighting feels fast and frantic, the unknown questions still leave more puzzle pieces to be filled in. Based on what has been shown so far, however, S-Game's newest action offering is swinging for the fences and has a good chance of succeeding. As of now, Phantom Blade Zero is confirmed for release on PlayStation 5 and PC. During last year's Summer Game Fest, developers stated that Phantom Blade Zero was slated for fall 2026. However, without a specific date locked in, it could be subject to change at any time, whether pushed forward or postponed. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more in-depth gaming content. And if you want to stay updated on all things Phantom Blade Zero and other upcoming titles, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.